4 years ago, I quit my full-time job as a marketing director at a Houston brokerage, and I jumped into full-time entrepreneurship. And I'm gonna just run through the list of things I wish somebody had told me before I got started. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Naomi. I am a marketing and graphic design professional who is passionate about helping entrepreneurs not only market their businesses, but also take their businesses to the next level. All of the resources in this video will be linked down low in the description and in the pinned comment, so you can go there to find everything we're going to talk about here today. All right, so rewind to 2021. We're coming out of the pandemic, and I aspired to just climb the corporate ladder, learn everything I could about marketing. My ultimate goal was to be an agency owner, but I really saw that as maybe 5 to 10 years off. I established my LLC in November of 2020. And in March of 2021, I left my full-time job. So my timeline was absolutely not what I wanted. It was definitely going on God's timeline, but I'm going to run through all of the bumps I've had on the road to help you avoid some of these mistakes. So if you're thinking about going full-time in your business, this is what I would tell my best friend. Number one, file your LLC before you quit your job. It'll give you a legal foundation, but it'll also let you set things up like a business bank account and accounting software. Which leads me to tip number two, use a separate bank account for all of your business transactions, spending, and deposits. Do not put them in your personal account. But there are free business banking accounts out there. I started off with an account that didn't require any minimum balances, and it also allowed me to set up the account for free. I had a checking account and a business savings account. I used Novo to start. I've moved over to a larger bank now, but those can be really good resources if you're really not in a place where you're starting out to have monthly withdrawals coming from your account. Having something just established so you have a place for money to go when your business gets started is fantastic. I've also linked a blog post below that includes a few banks that will accept a business account without any fees or minimums. Number three is going to be naming your business, and this is probably something you're doing before you're establishing your LLC, but naming your business strategically, keeping your target audience in mind, is going to be so important. If you need a resource for that, I do have a branding guide on my website. It's linked in the blog post below, so you can grab that there too. When you establish your name and you make sure that it's available, you're going to want to grab all the domain addresses, social media handles, even if you're not doing anything with them, like posting right away or setting up a website right away. Having them on hand will give you the peace of mind that when you're ready to start your business, you won't run into the hiccup of having to find a website. Number four, before you quit your job, secure your brand assets. Reach out to a graphic designer like me or a graphic design agency to build your logo out and make sure you have all the materials. One key thing, make sure they're going to release the copyrights to you. There are some great resources out there like Fiverr, but not all the creators on there are giving you things that you can use later to trademark your business. And please do not use Canva to design your logo. Tip number five, start posting now. One thing I did before I established my business, which I'm really glad that I did, was I just started doing things to establish myself as an expert in the marketing field. Because to be honest with you, during the beginning of your business, the people in your sphere are going to be the main people that are supporting you. And then you'll start to build a network, word will start to get out, and you'll start to use some of those marketing resources to connect with more people. But that's where you're going to start. So your personal Facebook account, your personal Instagram, LinkedIn, those are going to be great places to just post quick tips and ideas to help people start to see you as an expert in your field. Tip number six is going to be establishing a website, even if it's like a bare and bones website that just has a form where people land and a coming soon message. It's going to be so important to have somewhere for people to land, because before you quit your job, ideally you're going to want to know that you have some source of income coming in. And so if you have something established for your audience to start building your email list, reaching out to people, and somewhere for them to land and know you have something coming in the works, that's going to help you so much. I built my first website in Wix, and it was a wonderful resource that just gave people a place to get to know me, get to know my brand, and obviously, my website has evolved over time and become more professional and more user-friendly. Number seven, set up accounting and invoicing software. Know how you're going to get paid. I started off with Square. It's free. And yes, you're going to have to pay the credit card processing fees, But for the most part, you'll be able to send contracts that people can e-sign, as well as send invoices that people can pay online, put their credit card on file with you, and that will help you establish a regular flow of income, but also it'll make it easier for your customers and clients to pay. If you're thinking of establishing like a physical brick and mortar business, Square will send you for free little credit card processing things so you can process credit cards on the go. Now I've moved over to QuickBooks and I cannot recommend them enough. I love QuickBooks because it's made my accounting so much easier. You can find links to Square and QuickBooks in the blog post in the description. Number 8, and this one is, I cannot emphasize this enough, but if you're a US based business, you need to pay your taxes every quarter. You have to pay them every quarter. Yes, you can pay them all at the end of the year, but you will be so glad you paid them. We have a family member who works at the IRS, and she actually told me, hey, you're paying a lot of late fees and other fees by paying your taxes in a lump sum at the end of the year, which is what I was doing. Since I've switched over to paying my taxes each quarter, I estimate my quarterly tax payment based off of my tax bracket. And then each quarter, I go on to the electronic tax payment system for the IRS and I pay my taxes. Please do this. It'll save you time, it'll save you money, it'll save you the headache of having to do this all at the end of the year. And you can just have the peace of mind of knowing that your stuff is flowing effortlessly and legally. In the blog post, I also have linked a profit and loss template that's just a Google sheet. The calculations are already put in, but it'll just help you to calculate your profit and loss each month, which I did months after I went full time because I didn't know I was supposed to be doing it. If you found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'm looking forward to sharing a few more tips, marketing tips and business tips as we go on this journey together.